Hey guys, welcome back. Bushcraft Family with another video for today. I thought I would put this one out here because, oh, it's a doozy. Okay, I was out doing my thing, getting some supplies for making a video for the cooking channel. And I'm wearing a, well, you can see the sleeve, it has a flag, American flag on there, but on the back of it, it says RED, remember everyone deployed. It has troops and American flag and that kind of thing on it. Anyways, two women come up to me as I'm in the grocery store, Aldi's as it is, and they said they noticed my shirt, and I figured they would want to know what, even though some people see RED, they, and it's posted on there what it means, but sometimes they ask what's the RED, and then I have to tell them, remember everyone deployed, blah 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 blah. Anyways, let me give you a perspective of who they were. Okay, a very chubby black lady. I don't like using race, but this comes to, they brought the race thing, so, and a green and purple, another chubby female, and which again, I don't care what they are or what they aren't or anything. It made nothing to me. I didn't look at them for any time or anything like that. Gotta love it. You stop and let people go, and they put their nose up at you. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Like I said, I don't care who you sleep with or what you do, as long as it doesn't involve me, type of thing. I don't care what you color your hair, 50 shades of green or purple or whatever. I don't care. I don't really care about what your views are unless we have a sensible conversation and stuff, and it involves me, you know, that type of thing. But anyways, they said they noticed my shirt, and I said, okay. And like I said, I was waiting, and then they said, crap, what is going on here? Then they said, with this shirt, there's something going on in town. Holy moly, there is a lot of traffic. Why? There's nowhere to park. I'm sorry. Anyways, they said, are you one of those races? And I said, no, I care less about anybody's race and whatnot. Oh, you're one of them. And I said, what is one of them? And they said, well, you're one of them. And I'm using a German term. This is the bad people in Germany. They called me one of those, and I said, that happened way before I was born. I have nothing to do with that that group of people or anything like that. And they said, well, you fit the criteria. And I said, oh, what is the criteria? You wear an American flag, you have a beard. And I said, well, what's hair on my face have to do with being a racist? And they started going off on different, every time I would come back, debunk what they were saying, they would get more upset. And pretty soon the voices started going up higher and this and that. And I told them, look, you're evidently looking for a fight. You're looking to get a rise out of me and stuff. You won't get it, because I don't care. I told whatever you believe, that's your right. If you think because I have an American flag on my shirt that I'm racist, that's okay for you to think that. Fairy tales do come true sometimes. Anyways, it goes on for a couple more minutes, and I said, look, I got stuff to do. I'm enjoying the conversation, but I've got places to go and things to do. And I told them that I will say a prayer for them, and that God removes the hate that they have in their hearts, or whatever caused the hate in their hearts. Oh, I knew it. You're one of them. And I said, someone that believes in God? Yes. I said, thank you. And I said, have a nice day. And then walked out, and they followed me through the whole store, screaming and hollering. And I just had a smile on my face and kept on going my way. Sorry, the conversation had. I still don't know what's going on downtown. There's so many cars. But anyways, as we were going out, and like I said, they were following me. They went to the checkout and everything, and the lady said they have to leave. They're causing a disturbance and stuff, and they will, if they don't leave, they're going to call the sheriff. And again, they waited outside for me and everything, and they took pictures of the car or did something, I don't know. They were holding cameras up and stuff, and look, another racist. And the cashier was saying, man, you gotta have the nerves of steel or something. She said, I would have smacked the living crap out of them. And I said, well, that's what they're wanting. And I said, I'm probably not surprised that there's somebody in the background somewhere filming it so that they can put it on, their social media and look, this bad man. And I said, believe it or not, I'm used to this kind of thing because, being a YouTuber, you have to put up with so much crap, and it's usually just the comments and stuff like that. But actually, let's go to this store. But yeah, that was the whole gist of it, and I was like, I should have been the person who actually filmed it and put it on YouTube, which I kind of am, you know. But like I said, it was, I didn't put too much into it because I knew what they were trying to do, you know. They were trying to get a rise out of me and make me freak out and become a Karen. I don't know what the male version of a Karen is, but that was their whole gist and everything. So, oh man, and they really commented on my hat. But yeah, like I said, I had a smile the whole time and just was very respectful, and that made it worse because they expected me to, you know, freak out and whatnot, and it made them more mad that I didn't go there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop at this other store here and get me a red onion, purple onion, whatever you want to call them, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless.